Good evening, friends. In this episode, we are going to talk about the common problems and the complaints regarding those problems made by the residents of a cooperative housing society. Friends, sometimes it is jokingly said that a cooperative housing society is a place where the residents come together and cooperate with each other, not to cooperate with each other. Jokes apart, we will look at some of the major problems which arise or which are faced and the complaints regarding those made by the residents. One of the first problems faced by the people is regarding the maintenance charges. Friends, maintenance charges are normally pre-decided as to what should be charged to members, as I have told you in an earlier episode. But then sometimes the society managing committees try to be a little slimy and try to push through resolutions wherein they can squeeze out more money under the pretext of some fund or the other, or building some corpus or the other, when not really required. This can happen regarding the cultural funds or the festival funds, or maybe the repair funds also. And these problems do happen on a regular basis in many societies. So what you have to do is you have to be very, very cautious, attend meetings. That's the basic thing. You have to attend the general body meetings, study the resolution properly, and then convince people. If you feel that a particular resolution is going to work against the interest of all the members, you have to convince yourselves and the people of your opinion, and see that these resolutions are thwarted. The second issue, which is the most commonly faced by all the members, is a issue regarding parking. I have spoken in detail regarding the parking also elsewhere in these series of discussions which we are having, but I'll just refresh your memories. A society can give one parking to one person of the society, irrespective of the flat he holds, if there is a shortage. And if there is a shortage, then it is mandatory on the society to give the parking spaces on a first come first serve basis, or by drawing lots in a general body meeting. Now, if the parking spaces are less and the people who are demanding parking are more in numbers, the ideal thing to do is to have lots every year in the general body, and or work out a particular mechanism whereby a certain portion of people retire every year, so the people who are on the wait list get the parking, and in this way the society can do justice to all its members and give them parking. These things have to be sorted out in a matured manner by the society management in the general body meetings every year. The third problem or the complaint is regarding the office bearers, which are made by members of the society, that they manipulate things to their benefit, or they give contracts to their people or their contractors. Friends, these are complaints which are arising every now and then in every society, and there is a reasonable amount of truth in these complaints also. Society managing committee people many times give contracts to pre-decided people by creating just a facade of discussion and try to hoodwink the members. Here again, the members have to be very alert, and they have to study the resolution, they have to ask for the tenders documents, they have to study those, and have or force a deliberation in the managing committees and the general bodies, and see to it that such malpractices are stopped by the managing committee members. Another big issue which is faced is the issue of illegal construction. People, irrespective of howsoever counseling you may do, there are members who try to, squeeze FSI here and there. They break ducts or dead walls and even damaging the buildings in the process. Members, you should be aware that bylaw number 168 gives authority to the managing committee to charge a penalty which is equivalent to 5 times the maintenance charges on members who do illegal construction and illegal alterations without the permission of the society or the municipality. But there is a pinch of salt here. Only those societies dare to take action whose managing committee members do not indulge in such activities. If the managing committee is also trying to steal FSI or do illegal constructions here and there, then they have got no moral authority to tell the members not to do it. So it is upon the members to see to it that they do not do such illegal constructions, because ultimately it harms the buildings and reduces the lives of the buildings. Finally, another issue which members and residents of the societies have to tackle is nuisance from fellow members of the society. People, many times play loud music and they litter the parisar of the society. They pluck flowers or they cut plants. They have pets who dirty the surroundings. You have to first try counseling of such members, or else then in that case, if they do not listen to you, you lodge a complaint with the managing committee, and still if nothing happens, then it is prudent to go to the nearest police station and lodge a complaint of harassment against such neighbors. This is all for today. See you tomorrow. Thank you.